What is up, guys? Phrad here! Welcome back to the channel and welcome newcomers. Time for a new top 3 video for Awakening of Chakrabarthi about Dragon Empire this time. We're going through all nations in alphabetical order, so make sure to like and subscribe if you don't want to miss out on your favorite. For the very first time, we got 4 Ridelines on the menu today, 2 of which receive amazing support this set, while the 2 other ones not so much, but yeah, we'll still go through them. As always, I'll leave my personal release day deck lists at the end of this video, so if you got any inputs for me, just leave a comment and let's discuss. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. This time, let's kick things off with the cover Rideline, Nirvana. Let's have a look at why the MC's Rideline is ranking up the tier list with this set, starting off with our number 3, the rare Blaze Pool Monk Ritsuji. Skill reads auto. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, cost counterblast 1. Choose up to 1 card with the Overdress ability from your drop and put it into your hand. If your Vanguard is grade 4, countercharge 1. A drop cycle that refunds its own resource? That's good. Thanks to him, you can safely ditch your Esperarideas to ride in your early game. That way you can free your hand a little bit from its clunkiness, as you don't want to have too many grade 4s into your hand early on, and just retrieve it later when you're on Mehar and actually need it. Moving on to our number 2, the cover boy himself, Verena Esperaridia. Overdress it using Trickstar only, and skill reads auto. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, if it is overdressed, put all Trickstar and cards with the Overdress ability from your drop as this unit's original dress. Then auto on rearguard circle once per turn. When your Vanguard attacks, cost Soul Blast 1, stand this unit, and this unit gets power plus 5k until end of turn for each of this unit's original dress. Now that Hergé is out of the equation as he requires the OG Nirvana to activate its skill, he's our new restander, and he is a great one. A common and great way to play it is to call it to rearguard circle following a Expecta turn, as Expecta will send all of its original dresses to your drop for this guy to eat. That way you have huge crit pressure on your grade 3 turn, and then you have some chunky multi-attacks on your grade 4 turn. And I think it's important to remember that Esperaridea's skill doesn't ask for it to be overdressed. As some of you might have seen in the Seraph Snow matchup, putting it into your opponent's prison when they ride Rosetta Pink is a pretty decent play, as you can take it out of jail and start multi-swing right away, because Superior Calling doesn't require your Vanguard to be grade 4. Let's move on to our top 1 card, the new grade 4 Chakrabarthi True Dragon Mahal Nirvana. Skill reads continuous on Vanguard circle during your turn. If you have a unit in the overdress state, all of your front row units get power plus 10k. Then act on Vanguard circle once per turn, cost counterblast 1, and put a card with Nirvana in its card name from your hand or soul into your drop. Choose a grade 0 card from your drop, call it to rearguard circle, choose one of your opponent's Vanguards, and if your opponent's damage zone has 4 or less cards, deal 1 damage. Both of our top 3 and top 2 cards required a grade 4 Vanguard, and here it is, Nirvana's evolution. Sure, it can possibly deal your opponent 1 damage, it calls a Trickstar from your drop to pull the trigger on your whole overdress turn, but it also power pumps your whole front row if you only have 1 overdressed unit, and it boosts any unit that way, and that's for free. I may have glanced quickly on that, but dealing 1 damage to your opponent if they are on 4 damage or less is nothing to scoff at, as the higher your opponent's damage is, the more effective are your restanders. So with that, we're moving on to Eugene and Overlord, which will go through both of them pretty quickly, as unfortunately these 2 guys didn't get much specific support. Let's have a quick look at Eugene's top 3. The twins, Throwing Bullet of Duststorm Ollie, and Throwing Artillery of Duststorm Dolly. Ollie skill reads auto on rearguard circle. When your opponent's rearguard is retired during your main phase, choose a Throwing Artillery of Duststorm Dolly on your rearguard circle, and you may return it to your hand. Then Dolly skill auto rearguard circle. When your opponent's rearguard is retired during your main phase, choose a Throwing Bullet of Duststorm Ollie on your rearguard circle, and you may return it to your hand. I know you won't play these 2 guys, but they are still more worth mentioning, as they simply refund Eugene's cost and you can still call them as 10 onto your field. Moving on to top 2, Sharp Armor Dragon Gatesford. Skill reads auto, back row, rearguard circle once per turn. When your opponent's rearguard is retired during your turn, stand this unit and it gets power plus 2k until end of turn. You don't have to run this guy, but the odds of it seeing play are a bit higher than the twin brothers. It's an easy rest target for Eugene's skill that will withstand right away and become a 10k booster to hit some magic numbers either for Tribash or Eugene himself. But I do have a good top 1 card for you. The Double R Twin Bullet of Duststorm Travis. Skill reads act, rearguard circle once per turn. If your opponent's rearguard was retired this turn, cast Counterblast 1, Soul Charge 1, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, retire it, and this unit gets power plus 10k until end of turn. Travis is easily the best Eugene support card that will see play. It minuses 1 from your opponent again, and then it boosts itself to 20k. That will hit magic numbers when boosted by anything. And as Counterblasts are not a problem in the Eugene build, it's just good. Quickly moving on to Overlord's top 3 card. Blaze Maiden Sonya. Skill reads auto. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, if your Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cast Soul Blast 1, and this unit gets power plus 10k until end of turn. If some of y'all have seen it and remember it, in the set 3 top 3 video for Dragon Empire, I mentioned that I really would have liked for Blaze Maiden Elba to be in last set, as she is pretty good with Overlord, and this card has a Blaze Maiden name, which makes it better. We're getting Elba as a promo card this set, so I couldn't include her directly in the top 3, but I think she's still worth mentioning. Quick reminder of Elba's skill: for 1 counterblast, you will rest 3 different named Blaze Maiden cards, and then perform Simply Personal Right. You draw a card, boost your front row by 10k power. In this specific build, you would run all of the Blaze Maiden triggers and Tanya. When placed, Tanya will call any grade 0 from your drop, which will be mainly a trigger that has the Blaze Maiden name. So them alone with Elba will give your 3 different named Blaze Maidens for Elba's cost. So either you're low on CB or you missed a Tanya or whatever and you can't achieve that combo, Sonya can make for a decent substitute. But if you don't have to rest Sonya to activate Elba's skill, she will be a 40k attacker on a personal right turn. That's pretty neat. Now let's step away from my Blaze Maiden's dreams and move on to our top 2 cards. Sharp Armor Dragon Gatesford. Yep, not only Overlord and Eugene don't get much specific support, they even share 1 card in these top 3s. Gatesford deserves both number 2 spots as it's pretty generic and doesn't ask for a specific timing to activate its freestanding skill, so it does work when your Overlord attacks an opponent's rearguard. It then becomes a 10k booster for your Vanguard, then hitting magic numbers, and it's free and simple to use. Why not? And moving on to our top 1 card, the Blitz Order Wind of Apocalypse. It reads, if your Vanguard is Dragonic Overlord, choose one of your units, and it gets power plus 20k until end of that battle. Overlord is pretty bulky, and his Super Saiyan 3 form makes it bulkier. Most of Dio's deck lists run fronts and criticals, so with this new Blitz Order, now this bumps your whole lineup of shield value cards of 15 and higher to 20 cards. If you add PGs to that equation, then that makes 24 cards out of your 46 cards from your main deck that have really high defensive value. That's more than 1 out of 2 cards. It's nothing flashy at all, to be honest, but it's still decent. And with that aside, let's move on to a very good top 3 for Bavsargra. And this one's pretty exciting as Baba gets her first real support aside from her debut start deck. If you're a Baba simp, you'll want these cards. Let's look at our top 3 one. The Double R Sealed Blaze Dragon, Darla. It reads auto. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, if your Vanguard circle has 1 arms, cast Counterblast 1, choose an arms card from your hand or drop, and arm it to one of your Vanguards. Then continuous on rearguard circle. During your turn, if your Vanguard circle has 2 or more arms, this unit gets power plus 5k. Arms are orders, and orders are once per turn, which makes Bavsargra a turn 4 deck in its current state. But Adalra changes that by allowing you to equip 2 arms in a single turn on your first Baba turn. That way you can safely ditch your arms to ride up to her, and then simply recycle them with this guy. He's a great accelerator, and also he gives himself magic numbers. We like that. Let's look at our top 2 card. The Right Deity Arms Sealed Blaze Spear Aditya. It reads, play this with cost, counterblast 1, then auto on Vanguard Circle when this card is armed, draw a card, and you may play an additional arms card this turn. And continuous on Vanguard Circle, during your turn, the unit armed with this card gets power plus 10k. So we get access to another form of acceleration. That's good. I mean, it gives 10k additional power to a double critical Vanguard and draws you a card. This arm is bonkers. So to my fellow FP players, I guess it's safe to say that Bavsargra's lance weapon proficiency is at an S rank. Moving on to our last top 1 of the deck, the R Trick Moon. It reads, auto, when this unit is placed on your back row center rearguard circle from drop, countercharge 1. Then dress boost, auto rearguard circle, when this unit boosts, the boosted unit gets power plus 10k until end of that battle for each card your Sealed Blazed Maiden Bavsargra is armed with. With a bunch of acceleration added to the deck, it's now time for some resource management and some countercharge 1 when called from Baba's skill. Cool. 25k booster on any column. Cool. We mentioned the Darla hitting magic numbers by itself. With Trick Moon, it now hits for 38 or even 48k power on a person or right turn, which makes it an easy target to eat all of Baba's triggers if you're open and did PG that attack, because that said Vanguard attack will reach 58k double critical on a person or right lance turn boosted by this guy. With Trick Moon carrying the ceiling of the deck to brand new heights, you need to hire this kid. Well, that is it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, please subscribe. As usual, my personal release day deck lists are just coming up, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.